Reuters. Wall Street stocks dropped on Thursday, weighed down by losses in Microsoft and other technology issues, as investors turned their attention to a U.S. Senate Republican plan that would delay expected corporate tax cuts. The S&P 500 index has surged about 21% since the election of President Donald Trump a year ago, fueled by his promises to cut corporate taxes and other business-friendly measures. Senate Republicans are unveiling a tax proposal that differs markedly on corporate, business and individual tax cuts from legislation detailed by their counterparts in the House of Representatives, Republican aides said. The Senate proposal delays a corporate tax rate cut to 20% by a year and provides small business owners with a deduction rather than a special business rate, said the aides. Earlier on Thursday, uncertainty about the future of corporate tax rates pushed the S&P 500 down as much 1.0%, underscoring how much Wall Street is banking on a tax reduction. But the sell-off was brief, and stocks quickly recovered much of the dip. The S&P 500 is trading at 18 times expected earnings, expensive compared with its 10-year average of 14.3, according to Thomson Reuters data stream. Cutting corporate taxes would boost earnings and make stocks relatively less expensive. It's been a year since the election. We've gone up 22% on hopes of what the Trump agenda would bring, and while they're trying to work toward this thing, they haven't really accomplished much yet, said Michael O'Rourke, chief market strategist at Jones Trading in Greenwich, Connecticut. If progress is not made, the equity market should either pause or correct until meaningful progress is made. The Dow Jones Industrial Average (DJI) lost 0.43% to end at 23,461.94, while the S&P 500 (SPX) declined 0.38% to 2,584.62. The Nasdaq Composite (ICSC) dropped 0.58% to 6,750.05. The Philadelphia Semiconductor Index (SOX), a top performer in 2017. 6 of the 11 major S&P 500 sectors fell, with Industrials (SPLRCI) down 1.28% and the Technology (SPLRCT) index off 0.85%. Apple, AAPL.O, Microsoft, MSFT.O, Alphabet, Google.O, Oracle, ORCL.End, and Facebook, FB.O, were among the stocks weighing most on the S&P 500. Technology has been the best-performing S&P 500 sector so far this year, with a 37% rise. The sector's stretched valuations make it vulnerable to selling as investors worry that promised tax reductions might not emerge. Roku.o, soared 55% after the video streaming device maker's quarterly results and guidance beat expectations. Macy's, MN, jumped 10.98% after the department store operator's profit came in above expectations.